Buddy, you're recognized for 5 minutes. Mr. Carter.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate it. I appreciate the opportunity to speak on this. As you know, Mr. Chairman, before I was elected to Congress, I worked as a consultant pharmacist for nursing homes and long-term care facilities for more than 20 years. I reviewed patients' medication charts, I monitored their lab work, I made recommendations to physicians for dosage adjustments and drug therapy, and I monitored for drug toxicity and interactions. I even consulted with family members and answered their questions and concerns about drug therapies for their loved ones. Tragically, as this pandemic unfortunately showed, nursing homes and long-term care facilities are extremely susceptible to fast-spreading deadly illnesses. I can remember one winter when I was a consultant in a nursing home that I worked with, where they forgot to order the flu vaccine in time and it left the facility unprotected. Nearly 25% of the entire residents succumbed to the virus that winter. It was devastating, but it's not an isolated incident. Fortunately, it can be avoided if proper procedures and cautions are put in place. Despite this, Governor Cuomo of New York State threw all common sense to the wayside and early in the pandemic ordered nursing homes to accept COVID-19 positive patients from hospitals. This was a death order. We all have seen the New York State Attorney General, a Democrat, I might add, investigated the governor's administration and found that the order resulted in 12,000 deaths. Furthermore, the governor had many of these deaths and originally underreported them by 50%. When asked about the 12,000 deaths the governor's order caused, he responded, "Who cares? Where they died, they died." We can't let this happen again, and we must hold states accountable for the accuracy in deaths that they are reporting. The elderly needlessly died alone, sick, with no one to hold their hand or administer last rites. This was all preventable. I support Mr. Scalise's amendment, and I urge the committee to pass it. Mr. Chairman, this is serious. I've witnessed it firsthand. For over 20 years, I practiced in nursing homes. I saw it firsthand. I saw the devastation. When you think about comorbidities, you think about nursing homes. This was the worst thing that could have happened at this nursing home. This was the worst decision that's been made through this whole pandemic. And this amendment is something that will help and something that will address this from happening again. So I support it wholeheartedly, and I've got 2.5 minutes left. I'll be glad to yield to any of my colleagues who need some time.
If I can make one point.